What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be starting a little mini series that's a long time in the making. Back last year, if y'all remember me talking about it, back when I did the warrior bass video, I'd said I was going to wind up doing a little series more than likely where I was going around trying to catch all the different species of red-eye bass. Now with that being said, today I'm down here just a little bit south of the hustle and bustle of Birmingham. I'm down here fishing a little creek that lies within the Cahaba River basin. I'm going to be targeting the Cahaba bass, even though I may wind up catching some Bama bass too, because I know that they are in this creek. Don't really have a whole lot of time to fish because I'm trying to get this one in on my lunch break from work. Now, pardon all that background noise going on. There's some daggone construction going on back over that way. I try to get far enough away from it that it's not drowning me out, but inevitably the main spot that I'm going to be fishing is right there, a lot closer to it. So y'all are going to hear a lot of that noise probably in the background. Hopefully it doesn't drown me out. Hopefully we're able to wind up filming. It is what it is. We have no control over that. Now, before we do get to rolling on this one, as always, if you're enjoying the content that I've been putting out, make sure to smash that like button. And as always, if you would please consider subscribing to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Y'all stay tuned. Let's see if we can get us a Cahaba bass knocked off the list. Now, I'm going to be starting off with not only my favorite creek fishing bait of all time, but it's probably one of my favorite baits of all time. It's just a little Berkley Max Scent little trooper, but I've got a split shot rig to start off with. We're gonna get over here down below this little dam and go to tossing him around. See if we can find a Cahaba bass pretty quickly. Like I was telling you a while ago, that daggum thing they got going over there, that construction they're doing over there is noisy as all get out. This looks like it should be a pretty good little spot for one though. Got that current moving in, a little bit of a deep hole right there. Well, the Cahaba bass is endemic to the Cahaba River basin of central Alabama. That means it can only be found here and no other place in the world. That's just pretty cool when you're targeting a fish that you can't find anywhere else. I don't know for certain that I've ever caught one before. I've fished the Cahaba River before, but back at that time I didn't know the Cahaba bass existed. I mean, that's been years ago, back before they were separated out as their own individual species. So if we get one today, I mean, it will be my first confirmed Cahaba bass ever. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Oh, we had a bite, y'all. I wasn't quick enough to get a hook set on it, but something bit. This is probably going to be a lot of little smaller fish, so I may need to wind up changing something with an exposed hook to increase my chances of getting a hook up on one. We'll see though. If I wind up getting a couple more bites, I'm not successful at hooking them, we may have to do that. All right, I wound up breaking off, so now I am gonna go with a little Ned rig presentation, see if that ups our hookup percentages. Hopefully I don't fall in and get wet, so I gotta get back to work after this. Let's give it a go with the Ned rig. Pitch it out and drag it to this little deep hole right here. Oh, we got something. Dude. That thing is beautiful right there, y'all. It's some type of little sunfish. I'm not too familiar with all the sunfish varieties. That is a beauty right there. Look at all that color in him. What's that, maybe a pumpkin seed or something? Either way, that little dude is beautiful. Let's get him back. That might be what was pecking at my Texas rig down there. Just without having that exposed hook, I wasn't making any connections with him. That's another one of these cute little guys. Another little pretty dude. I know this creek has the target species. I know that Cahaba bass exists here. It seems like them little pumpkin seeds, they just all up in here. Uh-oh. Another one of these dudes. I'll tell you what, it is just full of these little fellers. Oh, it's a bass. Oh, I think that was a little Bama bass though. I didn't like the Cahaba from the little brief glimpse I got of him. Look at that cute little fella. Keep going. All right, I'm gonna change up tactics a little bit right here in the last few minutes before I have to leave. But I'm gonna throw this little bitty crankbait around, see if maybe the bass want something more active. So far, all seem to be catching on that Ned rig. It's some little sunfish, those little pumpkin seeds. I had the one little bass that got off on me, but overall, those little sunfish are all that seems to be interested in the daggum Ned. Oh, could it be, y'all? It is. Yes, sir. There is the target species right there, y'all. That is it, 100%. That is it. That is a Cahaba bass. You see, it's got the little half crescent shape on the back of its eye right there. That's the signature of the Redeye Bass family. I don't know if it's coming through on the GoPro or not, but with that blue coloration on his stomach. That's a beautiful little fish. That's what all this today has been about. I mean, he may be a little guy, but that right there is a success, no doubt. First Cahaba bass. Let's get that little beady back. All right, we'll make about 2 or 3 more casts now, but hey, I mean, whether I catch another one or not, it was a success. I knocked my first daggone Cahaba bass off the list. That is awesome, y'all. He might not look like much to y'all, but it's such a cool little fish. I don't know if I'll be doing my little Redeye Bass series consecutively or not. Probably not. It'll probably be broken up. I'll probably have other regular trips mixed in between. But y'all just keep an eye peeled for the next one in the series, which, like I said, it's going to wind up being the warrior bass because it's the closest one to my area. I'll have to wind up finding some spots for the Coosa bass and the Chattahoochee bass and the Tallapoosa bass. If any of y'all do know any spots for those that you wouldn't mind sharing, feel free to shoot me an email. My email is in my info on my channel. But yeah, if anybody does have any spots for those other Redeye bass species that y'all wouldn't mind sharing, definitely would greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all, that's gonna be a wrap for that one. Now, that thing may have been tiny, but I am so pumped over that little fish. That was awesome catching that little Cahaba bass. I mean, being at a place that's one of the only places in the world that you can catch a species and catching it and knocking it off the bucket list, you can't beat it. Plus, we got a few other bonus fish, a few pretty little creek fish. Those pumpkin seeds, I believe they are. If that's not what they are, y'all can correct me down in the comments or whatnot. But like I was saying, if any of y'all do know any spots to catch some of the other Redeye bass species, the Tallapoosa, the Chattahoochee, the Coosa, if y'all have any of those that y'all would like to share, I mean, I know with them being a more sensitive species, obviously you don't want your hole getting blown up or whatnot. But if anybody does have any holes for those that they wouldn't mind sharing, please shoot me an email and let me know. I'm gonna do some research of my own and try to find some holes. I do know some places I can catch the Cahaba, and I know places I can catch the warrior. But those other ones that aren't right here specifically in my area, I'm kind of at a loss on. But like I was saying, y'all keep an eye out for the next video in the series. I may have some other videos pop up between now and the time that that one is put out, between the time that I actually get out and film that one. Y'all keep an eye out for it. But let me know down in the comments below what y'all thought about that one, what y'all thought about that cool little fish. But I appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all so much for the support. We'll see you guys next time.